Hi, Dr. Jim here. Welcome back to Be Healthy, Be Happy. Today I'm talking with you about phase 3 of the RABBAP Vector diet protocol. And you've now gone through phase 1 and phase 2. You've done great. You've accomplished your goals. You've lost 12 to 15% of your desired body weight, and you're moving on. It's now time for phase 3, and phase 3 is all about maintenance. You know, some patients have asked me, where did I come up with the name RABBAP Vector protocol? Well, I had to come up with something, so here's what it is. RA stands for raspberries, B stands for blackberries, the other B stands for blueberries, A for apple, P for protein, V for vector, in other words, the power to get where you need to be, and reminding us all that you need to take a quality micronutrient, multivitamin and mineral supplement to ensure that during this rather strict dietary protocol that you're getting all you need in terms of micronutrients to continue to build protein and to work with carbohydrates and fats and the like. So you've made gains in phase 1 and phase 2, outstanding, extraordinary, but now it's phase 3 and we want to maintain those gains that you've made, and to do that, it's all about goal setting. Well, what are those goals? Basically and fundamentally, it's about maintaining your weight, and for that matter, even losing a little bit more over the next 57 to 84 days. So we're now in phase 3, and the goals that we've set are to maintain and, in addition, to lose some of the weight that we still need to get off. And maybe we're not done yet. If we're not, you want to at least maintain and try to lose just a little bit more. Well, how are you going to do that? Breakfast really changes a little, and it's a lot like phase 2, wherein you continue to have the raspberries, the blueberries, and the blackberries. Add to that a little yogurt, or perhaps 2% milk, and if you want to, a quarter of a cup of granola. Granola's got a lot of calories because remember, it's got a lot of carbohydrates, and carbs are the real deal when it comes to losing weight and maintaining weight, avoiding them for that matter. They're important and they're healthy and they're good for us, but you got to watch them really carefully. Lunchtime, for lunch, it's still the apple or the oranges, 2 of each. So 2 large apples, 2 large oranges, and really no reason to go beyond anything more than that gets you through the day. And then at dinner time, as in phase 2, you've bumped your protein up to 8 ounces. Let's keep it there with fish, pork, beef, tofu, eggs, whatever you like in terms of protein, about 8 ounces of that. All the vegetables you want, you always get all the vegetables, because remember, vegetables are 0 calories. They help fill you up. Nothing wrong with that. It's important to be satisfied. So go to vegetables. You can have salads. Remember, 2 tablespoons of your favorite 50-calorie dressing, and also peas and beans and carrots and other sorts of vegetables. You might ask about potatoes. Well, that gets into the carbohydrate issue, and that's where you really got to watch your portions of carbohydrates. So a small baked potato with a little bit of butter and a little bit of cheese, salt and pepper. Rice, about the amount of a deck of cards. Pasta, same thing, the amount in a deck of cards to control the intake of calorie-dense foods. That's the where to go with proportioned amounts. Desserts, I've got a sweet tooth too. I love desserts. So have them occasionally, not with every meal. And certainly, again, we talk about portion control. Finally, when it comes to dinner, it's time to have some of your favorite meals. My gosh, we've all got them. We've all got favorite meals, so have them sometimes. And then that way you get some satisfaction for your kind of your traditional sorts of things, and at the same time, maintenance. If you find that you're weighing yourself daily, if you find that you go up a little bit, next day roll back on the food that you're taking in, and then that will just kind of keep it going in those directions. So now let's talk about some of the danger zones. Danger zones are about foods that you may not really realize are contributing to your total daily caloric intake, and first and foremost among those are beverages. Beverages contain a lot of calories, and oftentimes those calories are just simple sugars that that contribute nothing to us nutritionally. When I'm talking about simple sugars, I'm talking about sweetened beverages like Coca-Cola and 7-Up and Mountain Dew and the like. 160 calories in a 12-ounce can of Coke, that regular Coke. Who needs that? Same goes for Mountain Dew and all the other commercial beverages that have calories. There's criticism around aspartame. I certainly agree, but I got to tell you that obesity is far more harmful to you than utilizing aspartame to control your caloric intake. Alcoholic beverages also contain calories, and so not only should you watch them because you want to be careful with your use of alcohol, but they do add added calories. Certainly 6 to 8 ounces of wine at mealtime is a good deal, and if it's red wine, it's got those flavonoids, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. Those are actually good for you. How about the boss's donuts? When people bring in food at work, it's really easy to plow some of that down. Remember, a donut has 400 calories in it. You eat one donut, you're talking about 40 minutes of exercise to get rid of it. So watch the donuts and the other things that people bring in with work and work celebrations. Portion control, remember that. Snacking and grazing. I see so many people at work snacking throughout the day, or what's called grazing. You just can't do it. Most snacks are carbohydrates. Yeah, they're tasty, and you can't eat just one, right? So watch that really carefully, and the best thing to do is just avoid it altogether and not get in the habit of snacking and having something in your mouth all the time. And remember too, those Costco food teasers. You go up and down the Costco aisle and they've got all kinds of tasty foods for you to try to convince you that you ought to buy them. Watch those Costco food teasers as well. So now let's talk about danger foods and danger meals. So what are the danger meals? We talked about the danger foods with alcohol and sweetened beverages. I didn't include fruit juices in that, but certainly going back to what I was just talking about, fruit juices also have a lot of calories. So they're healthy, but they can be healthy for you, but they can also be unhealthy for you because of the amount of calories that you can consume. Danger meals are Mexican food. My gosh, do I love Mexican food, but it's a danger meal. Hamburgers and fries, cheeseburgers and fries, especially if you get like with bacon and all that stuff, really, you're not going to maintain your weight eating a double beef Whopper with cheese, no doubt about that. Italian foods, I love Italian food, but it's got a lot of carbohydrates, it's got a lot of sauces. So there again, it's about portion control, being careful not to overeat. Any food or meals that are laden with carbohydrates, you got to watch. And I'm going to tell you again, stay away from fast foods. We don't know what the heck's in that stuff, and it's about a lot of calories and not necessarily good nutrition. So back to all of this. You set your goals now during phase 3, days 57 through 84, to maintain and even lose a little bit of weight. The way you're going to do that is, the recipe for that is what I've been talking about above. In addition to that, you got to weigh yourself daily, figure out what you're doing that maybe makes you go up a little bit or it had some success in going down. You need to track your weights on a regular basis and make notes about what actually occurred the day before. And then finally, you got to exercise. Exercise is important for overall health and well-being, and it's certainly important for weight maintenance and weight loss. This is Dr. Jim for Be Healthy, Be Happy. Power your path to happiness.